Are you still using only wine-soaked rice to make a fishing nest for summer wild fishing? No wonder you can't catch fish. Bait for the nest must be a combination of coarse and fine particles. When making a fishing nest for summer wild fishing, if you pay attention to the following 3 points, you can efficiently lure fish into the nest. For summer wild fishing, never expect a cup of wine-soaked rice to help you catch fish well. After pouring that cup of wine-soaked rice into the water, it's just enough for those small fish like dace and bitterling to eat. Some people say they have fermented corn and use corn to make the nest. But if you only use corn to make the nest, it may only be noticed occasionally when big fish swim by, and you can't actively lure big fish into the nest. If you pay attention to the following 3 points when making a nest for summer wild fishing, you can efficiently lure fish into the nest. First, the bait for the nest must be a mix of coarse and fine particles to trigger a clustering effect to attract fish. Many people dare not use commercial bait to make a nest, worrying that it will attract small fish. But if even small fish can't be lured in, big fish will never come. So, the nest bait should not only include corn but also wine-soaked rice. We are not sure whether there are carp, grass carp, or crucian carp in the water area. The bait contains sandworms, snail meat, fish meal, and bone meal, which are high in protein and loved by both big and small fish. In addition, you should also add some commercial fragrant bait. Any brand is fine. Its function is to combine these granular things into a ball that can be kneaded, achieving a mix of coarse and fine particles. Don't be afraid of small fish disturbing the nest. You must first lure small fish in. When they scramble for the bait, it will cause water waves to vibrate in the water. After big fish find this, they are more likely to be attracted to the nest. Second, the nest bait must be stable and not stimulating. The nest bait should first include fermented corn, poured in with soup and water, aiming for a strong flavor. There is also snail carp bait. As those who have used it know, it has a very strong and fishy taste. There is also wine-soaked rice, which is soaked in medicinal wine and has a strong smell. The smell of these nest baits must be strong enough to lure fish. Someone may ask, isn't it important to have light flavors for summer fishing? That's right, but that refers to the fishing bait. Whether the target fish is grass carp, or crucian carp, hanging wheat kernels or corn as bait is a light fishing bait. But the nest bait must be rich in flavor. Only by first luring fish to the vicinity of the nest can we talk about fishing. Third, the amount of nest bait in summer must be large. Why? Because there are too many small fish, and the bait must be enough for them to eat. If there is too little nest bait, it will be gone before the fish bite much. We must leave enough nest bait for big fish. When mixing this pile of bait, if it is obviously a bit thin and can't be kneaded into a ball, add a little more fragrant bait to make them clump together. Some people say that such a basin of bait is a waste. It's not a waste at all. If you go to the river to fish for big fish in the wild, you often put 30 to 50 caddies or even 100 to 200 caddies of corn bait into the nest. Because in the wild environment, the temperature is high in summer, there are various fish, and their food intake is very large. The nest must not only be able to lure fish in but also keep them there, so that there is a chance to catch them. Fine particle nest bait lures small fish in, triggering a clustering effect. Don't worry, because there are also big particles like corn that small fish can't finish. When small fish scramble for food in the nest, the water vibration caused will attract the attention of big fish. When big fish are coming, small fish have almost eaten up the millet and commercial bait, but the big particles of corn are still in the nest. When big fish come in and find the corn, they will linger around the nest, ready to eat. At this time, there is a chance to catch them. Therefore, with the combination of coarse and fine particles, the fine particle nest bait has a good state and a strong flavor, which can quickly gather fish. The coarse particle nest bait can keep fish for a longer time. If you try to make such nest bait once, you can feel its power. Author profile: I am a self-media blogger who loves fishing and is good at sharing. Follow me, and we will exchange fishing skills and discuss every bit of angler's wild fishing. Give a like, collect, and follow to avoid missing the next update.